Hi folks, welcome back to the Hoard. Got a beautiful day going on here. Just quickly, a little bit of Hoard business. Tomorrow is the auction up in Hudson, New York. It's something like Old Steam Power or Hudson Old Steam Power or Old Power, something like that. So if anybody wants to go to a pretty cool auction, it's up there. The only bad thing about it is it's supposed to rain tomorrow. Now, what does that mean? Today is an absolutely perfect day. So I have the feeling a lot of cool stuff is going to go there today and get set up. Then I have a feeling tomorrow with the rain, people aren't going to attend, and it's not supposed to get better as the day wears on, and they just keep going. What the crap sells for, it sells for. So if you're the guy and you walk up and there's, you know, an ATC 200 ES and, you know, opening bids $1, and you're the only idiot who wants to stand out in the rain and get wet and load it on your trailer and drag it home, you just bought it for $1. And unfortunately for the poor guy who just put it in the auction and it sold for $1, he's got to pay 15 cents to the auctioneer or to the old. I think it's Old Power. I don't think there's a steam in there. I think it's Hudson Old Power Association or Old Power Association of Hudson or something like that. So if anybody sees me up there and recognizes me, say hello. So that's one item. Second thing, I'm kind of going through the hoard of engines and so forth. And if you guys remember, you saw the video from when I was at my son's place, and I was trying to get one of those trash pumps running, and I actually bought the Predator version of this. This is actually a real Honda, a GX160. I bought the Predator version, the clone GX200, because I needed the recoil starter, and he wanted the spark plug out of it. So I have that engine and it's boxed up, and I want to put it back together again. So I need the recoil starter. And as I was sniffing around for that, I ran across this ad on eBay, and I'm just showing this to you because it was a steal of a deal. GX160, 200, recoil, carburetor, ignition coil, spark plug, air filter, gas filter, and all that other stuff. So I mean, for $30, right? And this is who you get it for, from Everparts. I think I'm showing you right there, right? Hopefully you can read that. Anyway, so you get the recoil, you get a gas line, you get a fuel filter, you get the oil, and the oil is actually Stens, spark plug, though it's only a crappy torch spark plug, air filter, on and off switch, gas cap, just in case your gas cap disappears, carburetor, and coil. Generally speaking, as you go through and you just start adding this junk up, I don't know, what do these things cost? Like, I don't know, $15, give or take a little bit by the time you ship it to your house. A spark plug, even a crappy torch spark plug, is $5 by the time you ship it to the house. An air cleaner, you know, another $5 by the time you ship it to the house. And then the oil, it's you know, $3, give or take a foot and a half. So there's your $30 right there, right? And then you still got, you know, the on and off switch, the gas cap. Carburetors, by the time you get them shipped to the house, they're the major part of $20. I mean, heck, the carburetor and the recoil covers the $30, and then everything else is more or less free. I've never had a coil go bad, knock wood. The carburetors, they have a tendency to be crap, so it doesn't hurt having a spare one of these. Having a spare recoil never hurts. So I'm kind of, I wanted to get the parts to put that Predator engine back together again. That way I know I got a new engine in the box, complete, on the shelf, with the right recoil and the right plug in it, and it's all ready to go. But as I was floating around the Hoard, looking at some other stuff, I ran across these two engines. And I had bought this GX160 a while ago, quite a while ago. And United Rentals, it says $20 on it. I probably got it. I remember buying it at the end of the show, so I probably got it for like $10. I mean, it's good because it's more or less complete. The carburetor, the air cleaner, all that junk is on there. The recoil. So I got it cheap enough. I did give it a hoot of ether, and it did fire up yesterday. So it's alive. It did sound like it might have a knock though. So I'm thinking this is probably a parts engine. So the old GX160 5.5. I have a few of these floating around. Obviously I just picked one up for $7 that needs a carburetor. The parts for these, I haven't spent a lot of time looking, but generally speaking, the few scans I did, they don't seem to be as cheap and available. I mean, they're available, but they're not. You don't like get the whole kit for $30. I'm not sure what the story is on this one. To be honest, I don't even remember buying it. Probably because I'm senile, right? I gave this one a little bit of hoot of ether too, and it started. This one looks like the miles are pretty low on it, just from the appearance. I don't know. They seem to put these on a lot of pressure washers, the GC160, and they seem to when they flop it over with the shaft down. This also seems pretty common for the lawnmower engines. I have literally zero experience with these. None. Zero. I mean, I know the Predator pretty well. I don't really have a lot of experience even with the Honda. I got a generator with one that I've run for a while. I've had no issue with it. So I have virtually no experience with these. So maybe one of my buddies, Roger O'Connor or Flash or one of you guys, maybe Musty One. I don't know if Bill Staton plays with these. So I don't know about the GC160s. I don't know. They do. I guess they have an internal rubber timing belt. They don't. These guys, the cam's down low, and you have push rods that open and close your valves. This guy, the cam's overhead cam, upside down. So you got a timing belt, turns the cam, and it's a rubber timing belt. So generally speaking, not that I want to trash a Honda, but hey Honda, like what the heck? What are you putting a timing belt in anything for? Don't you know better than to do that? I'm not a lover of the timing belt. Even quite honestly, the timing chain, right? A lot of these things die of, I mean, this is a Kawasaki, obviously, but it died of a stretched timing chain and then a bent valve, right? And it's still fighting its way back from that, So, if you want a bulletproof, solid, reliable engine, I'm an old-fashioned pushrod kind of guy. So I guess that about covers it. I guess what I wanted to do was tell you guys particularly about this deal, right? I mean, the recoil starter and the carburetor. I mean, if you're looking at 12 and 18, there's your $30 right there, right? The quart of oil, another $3, spark plug $5, air cleaner a few bucks. I mean, you got $40, $50 worth of junk there, all all in one sitting. So you really can't go wrong. So I do suggest it, even if you don't need everything. It never hurts to have a quart of oil or an on and off switch on the shelf for the future, eh? So I told you about the auction, which I wanted to do, and I told you about these engines. And other than that, I've been trying to clean up a little bit, which is like watching paint dry. For me, I hate it. I mean, hate cleaning up. But I have to try to get myself in a little better organized state, because quite honestly, I can't find anything. And there's nothing more frustrating than spending a half hour looking for crap all the time. You know, oh, I'm going to put a carburetor on this thing. Oh, let me look for a carburetor. You know, it's, you know, then I'll mess with a carburetor I really don't like, but it's the one I found. And then once I get it rebuilt and get it on there, it's not quite kosher. Then I find the one I'm actually after. Very, very frustrating. So I'm trying to put some time into getting organized. You guys probably don't want to hear it, and I hate saying it, but my hoard is really like a 5-pound bag that I'm trying to put 500 tons of crap into. And you know, you can press down all you want, but you know, more or less it ain't gonna fit. So yeah, I'm kind of going through figuring out what can move on, compressing, organizing, but even with that, I do have a lot of stuff, and I got 6 months before winter, and I got to make sure I get my act together and get cleaned up for it. That about covers it, folks. I really want to thank you guys for watching, especially the ones that made it all the way to the end. I really do appreciate that. I want to thank you for all your thoughts and comments, advice. You know, keep all that stuff coming. I want you to keep your feet down, keep your heads up, and get out there and enjoy all your days. And who knows, maybe I'll run into one or two of you at the auction. Take care now, folks. Bye.